Everything has been changed. But see, the classroom has not remarkably changed. Are you agree with me? But these changes, the smartphone, we are using smartphone, but 5 or 6 years back we used simple phone. Now smartphone is common. But classroom, in the traditional classroom, we will see the same thing: blackboard, duster, and other things. There is no as such ICT tools in the classroom. Especially I am talking about the elementary classroom. And if the students are not being exposed to that kind of ICT tools, how can the teaching learning process as well as the education system will be enhanced? So my PPT or my project, my paper focuses on the augmenting audio in the classes. There is also another subtitle, that is audio as a learning tool. So that very title I think gives you a bird's eye view what the project is about: creating more motivating, memorable and inclusive learning experiences. Why audio? I choose audio in the classroom situation. This audio should be prepared, taken from the textbook, and as much as possible taken from the textbook. And why audio? Classroom audio is now recognized as one of the most powerful and cost-effective tools for student listening enhancement. I think everybody will agree with me. If you just play an audio, the students will be much more interested in the lesson. One of the most common difficulties for children in listening is distraction. Classroom audio can in many cases reduce a child's sensitivity to distraction. When a teacher's voice is amplified 5 to 15 decibels above ambient noise, improving articulation and enhancing speech intelligibility, the amplified instruction can better capture the child's attention. So that is why we want to introduce audio. Actually, I have made this project in the real classroom situation, and I have chosen some schools, and I have also made action research, and I have seen the outcome. I have some audio text or audio ready audio also with me in my mobile. Now come to the third slide. Why audio? This is an additional point. By using audio material in our courses, we can make our content more accessible to a wide range of students. Be creative with our assessment task, address learning outcome requirement. That is right now told. To support learning. So what is the main purpose of audio? How does audio help students? Audio allows students to learn at their own pace with instant playback, rewind and pause. If I play audio in the classroom situation, we know that children do not learn in the same way. So if I play audio, me as a teacher, if I think that I am not satisfied and I have seen some unsatisfactory faces, then I can rewind the audio, I can replay it. That's why second point is, can allow students to access the learning material as often as required. Third point, it gives teacher a voice. This can reduce the feeling of isolation, also helps students feel connected. Fourth point, provide diverse teaching techniques for learning. I think this point I don't need to explain because we are running shortage of time. Do I need to explain? No. Okay, thank you. The primary channel for learning is hearing. We all know that the primary channel for learning is hearing, because we hear and then we learn. There are some exceptions also, but usually we hear and learn. To encourage participation and present information, the second point is to engage students with their course units and content. The third point is record instructions. Fourth is a technique to encourage learning, and the fifth is to promote student-teacher interaction. So we can use audio for these purposes. Now the question is how we can utilize, how we can use audio in our classroom situation. And not only I am talking about particular classroom situation there, but a series of classroom situations of a particular district. The district where I live, I also choose 100 schools, and I have made some audio taken from the textbooks, and I utilize this, and I just send those audio using WhatsApp, and the teacher easily got the audio, and they just use those audio in the classes. So personal equipment, smartphone, tablet, iPods, and other small recording devices are cheap in abundance. That means if we want to introduce this method, we don't need to invest much. That is the question of cost effectiveness. In our rural classroom situations, government grants are very few. So we have to think about the cost effectiveness. For such case, this method I think will be very much helpful. The second is several voice recording apps available. Voice recording apps, just Sad is talking about that regarding the various apps. So we can take the help of that apps also. Audio, the unappreciated medium. It's much easier to make an audio clip or podcast than a video clip, because everybody knows the reason. If we want to play a video clip, we need a monitor or a CD or DVD player like this, but we can easily play audio clip using our smartphone or our pen drive and box like this. We can easily, and it's very cost effective. It is easily combined with other media such as text. Some students prefer to learn by listening compared with reading. The last point is audio provides variety, and another perspective form takes a break in learning that refreshes the learner and maintains interest. The students are also get bored listening the same teacher. In the rural world, what is happening is single teacher, he continues the entire class. So when I provide audio and various teachers to part in those audios, they listen, they get chance to listen various voices. So there is certainly chances of varied experiences of the students. And I noticed that this helped them to motivate, to create their attention, and I got the result. Several advantages. To enable students through repetition and practice to master certain skills or techniques, example language pronunciation, summarize or contains the main ideas or major points covered in the course, introduce new points not made elsewhere in the course, reinforce the points made elsewhere in the course, for language teaching to develop listening and speaking skills. To change students' attitude by presenting a material in a novel or unfamiliar perspective, by presenting material in a dramatized form, enabling students to identify with different perspective, to lower classroom stress. What is the stress? For teachers, voice fatigue and throat infection account for 11 to 16% of teachers' absenteeism. With the use of classroom audio, a teacher is able to speak in a conversational voice. All the students hear them easily, and most, if not all, voice strain is eliminated. So this will help to eliminate the strain of the teachers. That is vocal strain. Parting comments. Hearing is the primary channel for learning. The more children hear, the better they learn. The second thing, for the first time in my career, I have energy at the end of the day. This is all about my project, and this is, you may say, an action research. I have also just introduced. I have made the audio. It is there with my smartphone. If anybody is interested to listen to the audios, I am ready to provide. And if time permits, right now I can also I can also play. Okay, that's all for my topic.